Lightning boys, yeah, no, it has been a long time since I recorded a video. So since it's raining here in Durban, so I was like, you know what? Let's do something scary. And besides, I just finished my trial exams and I said, you know what, just take a break from all that studying. I have to go back at some point, but you get the idea. So to celebrate that my completion of these horrific exams, and believe me guys, if you are anyone watching here that is below grade 12, I'm talking 10 and 11, trust me, go over your notes, keep those books. Despite the teachers telling you nonsense, keep those books, because you never know when they're gonna come into use. Anyway, back to the video. So I said, you know what, my last video was on a YouTuber called Snarled who told scary stories. So I said, you know what? I'm feeling real cultural today, so I said, you know what, let's do some South African urban legends. So now this one caught my attention here. It's called South African Urban Legend, Sea or Misfortune. And it appears we have a mermaid. So I've heard stories about mermaids, but I didn't expect a sea or misfortune, so let's get on with it.
Hey, I'm Markia. Want to hear something scary?
Oh, that's you? Someone else. Sea or misfortune.
Many take to the seas in yachts for luxury and parties, but not everyone that is lucky enough to afford to set sail returns home safely. Particularly those that venture out into the haunted waters of Karoo, South Africa. Valentina spent 3 years as a personal assistant for tech billionaire Jeff Coyne. Jeff had promised her that after a year, he would promote her. However, Valentina was spending most of her time doing every kind of demeaning errand, never being thanked and getting paid miserably. The only thing Jeff gave her was crippling anxiety and a nauseating...
Here's the thing, and like, I remember I was a handyman for like a week. As a part-time job, I was earning $50. Anyway, so most of them, the people that we had to work with were off. Like, even my boss can tell you, it was weird. Like, I remember this one time we were installing a handrail into a bathroom. So when we opened the door, the old lady was butt naked. That was traumatizing, but still demeaning, because I still had to walk past her and get the drill and come back. So I was traumatized. And I was a babysitter in Amschlanger back when I was in grade 9. And oh god, these children were... I had to babysit an 18-year-old at the time, and I was... 17, I was around 15, 14 years old. I know, it's crazy, right? Anyway, yeah, back to the video.
Feeling whenever he came into the room. After a particularly tough week, she was just about to quit when Jeff invited her to join him for the biggest party of the summer on his yacht in Karoo, South Africa. The guest list included Saudi princes and European royalty. Valentina, who hadn't had a vacation in 3 years, thought this would be a good opportunity to have some fun and then quit afterwards. As the yacht left the dock, Jeff explained to the group why he had chosen to sail to Karoo, South Africa.
Karoo.
He said there was a legend surrounding Karoo that had intrigued him for years.
What? Let me see this. Don't ask why I'm looking at Fortnite emotes. Alright, so what's it? In the Karoo. I know I'm in Durban, so I don't know much about Cape Town. Lake of Misfortune in Cape Town. No. Doesn't say much here, so probably this is bullshit. Karoo. Okay. Okay, now I understand. Right.
Years. It was believed that the mythical mermaids that swam in those waters could bring good fortune to all who fell under their spell. Jeff laughed, saying that the legend was ridiculous. But on the off chance that they actually did exist, he would never fall under their spell because he already could buy everything his heart desired. More importantly, if he saw a mermaid, he would prefer to kill it and mount it on the wall of his yacht. The first evening, Jeff invited...
I know I'm pausing this video a lot, but here's the thing. If there is a monster or a slight chance there's something in a lake, leave it alone. Don't go near it. Don't interfere with nature. Like I recall correctly, I was watching this one video on TikTok back in 2020. They found an ancient Mayan pillar in the ocean. And this guy reacted it to like this, put it the fuck back. So I was like, yeah, damn, like, come on, we're in a pandemic. Don't make it worse. Next thing you know, you'll interrupt some force of nature and it'll come back for us. So, like I'm saying, like in this case now, you want to deal with mermaids. That is not the best thing to do. Trust me. Don't. Because you'll come to regret it. And I know a lot of things about mermaids. I grew up thinking mermaids were the friendliest creatures on planet Earth. No. They take everything to the bone. Anyway, sorry.
Everyone on the deck to have some drinks. As the sky grew darker, Jeff pulled out a crate of $3,000 a bottle Dom Perignon champagne. After bragging about how expensive it was, he opened multiple bottles, pouring the champagne all over himself and willing guests, and then chucking half-filled bottles into the ocean. Valentina snorted in disgust at the waste, remembering why she was quitting, and fervently wished Jeff and his arrogant friends would all disappear. As the night continued, the wind picked up and the waves grew angry. Suddenly, a hauntingly melodic song emanated throughout the yacht. The group of billionaires made their way towards the deck to look at the ocean. Swimming alongside the yacht, Valentina was astonished to see figures swiftly swimming in a circle formation. Upon closer look, she could see that these were mermaids. But unlike the ones she'd seen depicted in popular media, multicolored tails flashed under the water. They were dark-skinned, with long, kinky, coily black hair and glowing red eyes. As they chanted, their mouths opened, exposing sharp, predatory teeth. These were the mermaids from the legend of Mami Wata, known for carrying expensive baubles stolen from pirate ships that sailed these waters. The Mami Wata were thought to bring good fortune or dire disaster to the...
Mami Wata is like it's like an old African legend where they believed, I don't know, some village believed that there was a god living in the water and it was a mermaid. So you would go to it offering a sacrifice for your wish, and meanwhile the sacrifice was your wish. So basically just, it was like a demon. It wasn't even a god, it was like a fucking demon. There have been cases, I think somewhere around 2017 to 2019, there were some cases about this. Hey, 2017 to 2019 was some 3 hectic years of my life. 2017 to 2019. My mistake. Hey, math is not mathing. And I'm not a math lit learner.
That fell under their spell. A chill ran down Valentina's spine as she watched Jeff and all of his friends begin to undress. One by one, they jumped off the yacht into the churning seas. As they went, many mumbled their deepest desires out loud. At last, I will become the richest man on earth, she heard Jeff say. The sonorous tones of the Mami Wata circled the men. Valentina watched in horror as the leader of them all sank her sharp teeth into Jeff's neck. The Mami Wata's fingers then gouged into his eye sockets and using a supernatural strength, cracked his body in half. As his intestines spilled out, she draped them around her neck like fine jewelry. The other Mami Wata had been watching her in anticipation, waiting for her signal to feast on all of the guests. The leader, who had consumed Jeff, looked at Valentina with a bloody smile and a sparkle in her glowing red eyes. She nodded to the others, giving them permission to feast. Valentina was so horrified. She covered her eyes and ears and cradled herself as the sound of bones breaking and blood-curdling screams of the rich could be heard while they were eaten alive. When Valentina finally opened her eyes, the dark brown-skinned, red-eyed Mami Wata was laying in front of her on the yacht, multicolored tail flicking in the air as she stared into her soul. The leader then whispered,
"Don't you see? Everything your heart desired has come true. Come, be with us, child."
Valentina's wish for everyone on that yacht to disappear had come true.
Well, I told you.
As if someone else was controlling her body, Valentina stood up and took the Mami Wata's hand as they both dived into the ocean, never to be seen again.
And then she becomes a mermaid. Well, I must say that is actually quite fucking creepy. Anyway, I'll see you for the next reaction. Give me 1 second. Now we're back to another one. So, this one is I'm familiar with. Pinky Pinky. So basically it's like an urban legend. It's like a demon that represents rape or something like that. If this is mainly in the Joburg area, like mainly in Joburg, people believe in this. Durban, we don't really believe in all of this. Like Durban, we like footsack, fuck it, what the post, we don't give a shit. Like that's the thing with us Durbanites, we don't give the slightest shit about anything. Like my school, we have so many ancestral callings, it's unfucking believable. That's how bad it is. But anyway, let's continue with the video.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to take a minute to thank you guys so much for the warm welcome since I joined Something Scary. I can't thank you guys enough for all of the support. I know it's tough when someone new steps in to replace a host or a creator, especially since you've gotten so used to them. But I hope you guys know how excited I am to be here, sharing scary stories with you guys every week. And please leave your comments and let me know what you would like to hear more of. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss anything. All right, see you guys next time. Hi, I'm Stephanie Strange. Want to hear something scary? Death by Pinky Pinky. It's not good enough to know all the details of creepy folklore creatures. You have to know what to do when you're actually faced with one, or you'll end up suffering a deadly fate, as in the South African urban legend of Pinky Pinky. Tembi sat petrified on the bedroom floor of her big sister's room. Kaya was having a sleepover party and let Tembi sit with her friends while they told scary stories. Tembi was going into 6th grade, so hanging out with the older teens was very exciting. Tembi tried to act brave, but the urban legend of Pinky Pinky really freaked her out. Never go into the bathroom alone, declared Kaya's best friend Elna. That's when Pinky Pinky will get you. It is half human, half beast. It has a slightly pinkish tint and translucent skin. Its soul is said to be trapped between the stalls in the girls' bathroom.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, us Durbanite, for specifically the boys, we don't care because Pinky Pinky doesn't really revolve around us. It's mainly the girls because, like I said, it's a representation of rape and every bad thing that's happened to a girl in a bathroom. So, in this scenario, I would say, yeah, like, and plus, this is like in Joburg now. In South Africa, we don't, like, in Durban, we don't care. There's no such thing as Pinky Pinky. But apparently, there were cases of stuff like this happening. And the way to counteract this thing, I think you have to chant something like Pinky Pinky this, Pinky. It's like you have to chant something before you enter the girl's bathroom in order to avoid this specific thing, this creature. Anyway, let's go.
Doomed to be stuck between this life and the next, never being able to move on. Pinky Pinky takes its bitterness out on young girls who still have their whole lives ahead of them. Filled with jealousy and rage, it attacks when they're alone in the bathroom. while the other girls laughed and made spooky noises. Kaya checked in on her sister, who was looking distressed. She really needed to go to the bathroom, but after hearing that story, she didn't want to go alone. Elna asked her if she was wearing pink underwear, and the others snickered. She was just making sure because that really upsets the Pinky.
Oh.
Kaya assured her little sister it was fine to go to the bathroom, and it was just only made-up tale.
Okay, this I didn't realize now. Like, she said now if you have pink underwear, you can't enter the bathroom because Pinky's gonna shove its foot up your ass. I think I should notify my girlfriend that if she ever goes to Joburg, she must not go to a bathroom without while wearing pink underwear. Cause oh god, next year I know my girlfriend's possessed, and babe, if you're watching this, please, I don't want any shit happening to you, please.
Just for scaring little kids. But Elna just wouldn't stop teasing her. She agreed it was fine in their house because Pinky only lurked in the second-floor school bathroom. The first day of school finally arrived, and Timby had forgotten all about the legend of Pinky. Between new books, planning out outfits, and figuring out her classes, she was happy to be in her new school. Timby sat in math when it hit her. She hadn't gone to the bathroom all day, and she really needed to go right now. She hurried down the hallway and stopped dead in front of the door. Pinky, she thought, her gut twisting. She was on the second floor. She looked around weighing her options. There was no time to go down to the first floor. She told herself she was a brave sixth grader, not a silly little kid.
Yeah.
It was all pretend. Just go, she thought. She took a deep breath and went in.
And then?
Kicking open each of the 3 stall doors to be sure she was truly alone, she picked one and closed the door behind her. Then the lights went out.
Oh.
Hello? Desperately trying to inject some bravery into her voice. She froze, unable to see a thing in the windowless room. Sitting there helpless and completely vulnerable, Timmy tried her best to be silent, hoping her pounding heart wasn't giving her away. Footsteps crept closer. It must be Pinky. Its panting breath became louder and louder. The stench of the creature seeped into her nostrils. Her chest was tight with fear. She didn't want to die. Please, don't hurt me, Timmy cried out. And that's when she heard cruel laughter coming from the other side of the door, sounding familiar. And then Timmy realized it was Elna. Elna flipped the bathroom light back on. She was laughing so hard, calling Tembi a baby.
You know, if I were a girl in this scenario, I'd be like, yo, massa is the doubler. Sa pasa on, sa doctor ki. Suppose. I'm just gonna
furious, yet relieved, hurried up her business and walked out into the hallway. Then, Timby heard a loud crash from behind her. She turned around and stood staring at the bathroom door. That was strange, she thought. She didn't see any light coming from underneath the bathroom door. She was about to push the door when she heard a terrifying noise. It was Elna screaming. It was so loud that a teacher came out from her classroom to check in on what was going on. Before Tembi's eyes, the teacher went into the bathroom and immediately came running out of the bathroom, tears streaming down her face.
Oh, what happened?
She shouted for help and cried for someone to call a doctor. And then she dragged Elna's battered body from the bathroom.
Oh.
Tembi stood in shock. Just moments ago, it was her in the bathroom. Should she not have left Elna by herself? She jumped when the teacher put her hand on Tembi's shoulder. She wanted to know if she saw anything, if she knew what had happened in that bathroom. Tembi looked at her dead in the eyes and whispered, "It was Pinky.
Juice Journey is unlike any other game, so it's totally
Okay, is the okay.
long-term effects of their.
Alright then, in that case, I guess that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and remember, if there are any ladies watching, remember Pinky's after your ass. Anyway, but us Owens, don't worry. Owens, we got Pinky's afraid of the bala, so don't worry. Anyway, love, if you're watching this, please watch out for these bathrooms, because hey, I would not forgive myself if this shit has to happen to you. Anyway, Owens, for the rest of y'all, hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all did, hit the smash the like button, subscribe, share my channel with others if you want, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.